Blackout Invasion, the complete series by Miles Rozak. Non-spoiler review. Hello and welcome to my channel, Unity151. My name is Joe. I'm here to talk about sci-fi, military sci-fi and space opera books and audiobooks. Please like, comment and subscribe. Remember, this is a non-spoiler review, but I am going to read what would be on the back of the book, which is a blurb, I think people call it. But then it's a summary. Is it a summary if it's on Audible? I don't know. Wait, I'm going to read the bit of description that's on the back, and then I will then talk about that, positive, negatives, and then go from there, basically. Alright, let's do this. Do this in one hit, no takes. Bred to be a super soldier, born to defy an empire. When the terrorists who killed his mother return, 19-year-old Chandler wants to enlist to fight in the coming invasion. But in the neon city of Helium, Heim! In Heim, that's it. Sorry. Heim. Nothing is what it seems. I know it's Heim. I just don't know it. It's Heim. His loved ones are starting to vanish without any explanation. And until now, his physical stats have kept the military out of reach. But then he encounters a stranger who talks of genetic secrets from a clandestine government project. Secrets that, when unleashed, could transform Chandler into a weapon unlike any of his world has seen. Undergoing a shocking transformation, now he will stop at nothing to defend humanity in the apocalypse, even if that puts him in the crosshairs of a mysterious alien force. Even if it plunges his planet into galactic war. Oh, I tell you, sometimes it's so hard reading this stuff, like it's all jumping around and stuff. You usually have to take multiple cuts and edits to do that. Just a little something so you know how to deal with. That's why I can't read. Why I can't read on Kindle and stuff, because as I'm reading, it's just writings like this all over the place. It's so hard to do it. Where books, I can do it. Books is solid. I can focus my eyes easier. Little side thing. Anyway, back to the story. Apologise. With that, I'll talk about pros and negative as it comes to my mind. This is a bit of a pro and a negative. Chandler's voice, and the guy who done all of the voicing from all the characters, was really good. Like, Chandler's voice at first, he's obviously a younger lad growing up. His voice was real deep for someone who's younger anyway, so that's a bit of a mind trick on me. But his voice and all the other characters, his male friend's voice was really good, funny. I could hear it very clearly, and it was nice, and I liked that, and that was very good. But then, when it was the female's voice, her voice just seemed just a bit lower, not as in like duper voice lower, as in just the volume was different. So I set my, because I'm doing other stuff at the time, so I'm working and doing other stuff around my place and stuff. So I can't always, I'm going and I'm listening. So what I found hard was the male voice would be here. So obviously I've set my volume to so I can just about hear that. So it's not too loud, doesn't hurt my ears. But then her voice was so much more quieter. That was the only thing that I found a struggle. I liked his voice and the variants of his voice, and he had different accents and characters, and it was very, very good. Her voice was just that much quieter, and it seemed that it just didn't seem to have like as much as a pool of characters or differences in voices. I don't know. It was good, but I just struggled with her voice to his voice, whether it's just because of the volume difference. There was another female character who did I'll say like some sort of Hispanic or something like that voice. That was good. She was alright. But I think she's just one character that other lady did. The voicing was good, but like I said, it's just the up and down thing was a bit. It was just hard for me. I'm doing something and I can't quite hear her, so I turn it up. And then his voice comes in, it's a bit loud. I'm like, ah. The overall story was good. It wasn't like amazing, and it obviously wasn't bad because I wouldn't listen to it or put it on here. But like the first part where it was a bit slow for me, and it took me a while to invest into the characters, and some of the characters were a bit emotionless, even though stuff happened. So because of that, it dropped down. But then the detail throughout the whole story, once I got my head into it, very detailed. I could see it clearly. I really could see it really clearly, and that's, I don't know why, but I really could see it clearly in this one. So with that, you know, it tips the scale. Sorry. Twists, lots of twists. Stuff happens that was built up and teased, and it's coming up. Some stuff I guessed a bit early, and I was right. Other stuff I didn't guess. Some stuff happened, which I didn't even see happening. There was lots of different things. There's lots of different things happen within the story and stuff, so it was good. Action was okay. And this is more of like a down okay for me, because I personally like lots of action. If someone doesn't like lots of action, it's probably good for them. I feel that when the action did happen, it was just a bit small. Like, but that's not the end when all the action was going was good, but the building all the way through, it took a long time for it to really crank up. Took a little while for it to really crank up and get to what I like, but then that's just me and my personal opinion. As I was saying, it took a little while for me to get invested in some of the characters. Some of them I liked off the bat, which is, I mean, it's the same with every book really. But some of the characters I liked off the bat. Some of them I wanted to see more, which I didn't, which is good, because that means when you do see them characters, you cherish it more. But some of the characters were not bland, emotionless. That's the word. That's what I said earlier. They felt a bit emotionless, like something happened, and like the city, something happened to the city, which everyone would be focusing on what's happened to the city, but yet the city's focusing something to do with the main character, and it's a bit like their resources wouldn't really be dealing with that. It's not really an issue compared to what's kind of happening to the city, you know? So stuff like that bugged me a bit, but yeah, I liked it still. It was still good. I listened all the way through. I got invested into it, and then once I got into it, I was happy. Yeah, there was just some other stuff as well with like I said, with the emotions. I just feel like they could have been a bit more. You know, stuff happened to some of their family members. You know, as I said, I read the synopsis thing or blurb or whatever it's called. You know, his friends disappeared, and like not just him, some other people. Like, it just feel like the emotion was a little bit lacking. I felt it just. There's one thing that did annoy me about the character. It's like don't ask questions, which that could be any character or any person. It's like something happens, you'd want to ask questions. Maybe it's me. I would ask questions. I'm quite blunt and blatant and forward like that. So if someone's saying something or something's happening, I'll be like, why? But surely, what about, That's the type of person I am. So when I see a character, which again is just the way the character was, he just didn't think about, as a character, he didn't think about stuff. So I was like, man, ask questions. And when they did finally ask questions, oh, finally, you need to ask questions. We should have asked this question ages ago. You should ask these questions, man. Questions, ask. So that was annoying, but that's annoying because that's the way the character was, I think, anyway. I was saying about the action earlier. It's like I'm reading notes and I ramble on about stuff which I was supposed to talk about before. Sorry. The action. Overall, the action was good when it happened. Very detailed. This is more of a ground base. It's not shit flying and stuff. It's a ground based story. This is. So with that, it was good when the action happened. I knew what was happening. The characters. I got immersed into it, and the fighting and the detail was good and sufficient when I got the action. There was just a lot of non-action stuff happening, which is like, you know, the adventure bit, working out, the mystery stuff. But yeah, that's just on the action. The action was good. That's what I really like. That's my forte thing that I'm into. Overall, I enjoyed it. There were some bumps that I felt were there, but I was happy. I did it. I'm here doing a review, so I did the whole story. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it. I believe, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologise. I think this might be his first story. I think it might be short stories or something else. I think it was whatever. I got it as a whole because the guy was advertising it on one of his Facebook groups. So I went and purchased it. You know, support people, young, new authors. If he's not a new author, I apologise. My bad. Forgive me. But I think he is. If so, brilliant, I think, you know. I couldn't do that on first book. Not like I can even do a book. So that's what I'm saying. if it is a first, which I think is very good, I can't say more to that. I would listen to it if they do another one. If he has another one or something follows on, I would invest some more money into it. The story does its arc and it finishes. It's a complete package. It's a little bow, you know, tied. There's no like lingering stuff at the end, like, oh, you know. It does what the book is meant to do. You've got your baddies, you've got your goodies, you've got the stakes and everything. You know everything that's happening, and you know what your characters need to do to achieve whatever they need to achieve. They achieve it. They do the story. It works out. You know, can't go in detail, tell you what doesn't work out. If something doesn't, can't tell you too much of it. It all works out. But overall, I was happy with it. I liked it. So with that, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. It is dyingly hot in this room, and I am absolutely dying. Yes. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Right. Let's do it again because that would drive me bloody mad. Right. Okay. The story's okay. How do you stop the bloody thing keep turning off every time I'm in the middle of a talk? Twists in it. I need to turn this box. Stop this thing.